Hello, and welcome to the Week 9 picks for the 2024 to 2025 season. First up, the Texans against the Jets, C.J. Stroud against Aaron Rodgers, and Davante Adams. I'm going with the Texans over the Jets. Next up is the Saints versus the Panthers, Spencer Rattler against Bryce Young, or Derek Carr against Bryce Young. I'm taking the Saints over the Panthers. Next up, the Washington Commanders against the Giants, Jaden Daniels against Daniel Jones. I'm taking the Commanders over the Giants. Up next is the Dolphins against the Bills, Tua Tagovailoa against Josh Allen. I'm going with the Bills over the Dolphins. Up next, the Chargers against the Browns, Justin Herbert against Jameis Winston. I'm going to take the Chargers over the Browns. Up next, Patriots versus the Titans, Jacoby Brissett against Will Levis. I'm going with the Patriots over the Titans. Next up, Cowboys versus the Falcons, Dak Prescott against Kirk Cousins. I'm taking the Falcons over the Cowboys. Next up, Raiders versus the Bengals, Gardner Minshew against Joe Burrow. I'm taking the Bengals over the Raiders. Up next, Broncos against the Ravens, Bo Nix against Lamar Jackson. I'm going with the Ravens over the Broncos. Up next, Bears against the Cardinals, Caleb Williams against Kyler Murray. I'm going with the Bears over the Cardinals. Up next, Jaguars against the Eagles, Trevor Lawrence against Jalen Hurts. I'm going with the Jags over the Eagles. Up next, Rams versus the Seahawks, Matthew Stafford against Geno Smith. I'm taking the Seahawks over the Rams. Up next, Lions versus the Packers, Jared Goff against Jordan Love. I'm taking the Lions over the Packers. Up next is the Colts against the Vikings, Joe Flacco against Sam Darnold. I'm going with the Colts over the Vikings. And finally, we got the Buccaneers against the Chiefs, Baker Mayfield against Patrick Mahomes. How about them Chiefs? I'm going with the Chiefs over the Bucs. Recap: Texans, Saints, Commanders, Bills, Chargers, Patriots, Falcons, Bengals, Ravens, Bears, Jaguars, Seahawks, Lions, Colts, and Chiefs. That's all for now. That's all for this week. See you next week. End of video.